This is kvci.blogspot.com. I'm George Boston Rams, once again in Valdosta, Georgia. I'm out near the area of Kinderloo. And I just want to say to you that here in Valdosta, Lowndes County on 105.9, we have a VSU professor by the name of Frank Barnes, who speaks ill of our Commander-in-Chief, of our sons and daughters, from Monday through Friday on 105.9 FM radio station. And he is an outstanding individual, and we commend him for the work that he's doing. But we just want you to know that we do not approve of the venom in our community wherein our president is talked about in ways that are unprecedented in the history of our nation. Valdosta and Lowndes County is the home to Moody Air Force Base, Valdosta State University, Kinderloo Golf Course, Wild Adventures Theme Park, and many of the citizens here in Valdosta and Lowndes County are patriots. I myself retired from the United States Armed Forces after 20 plus years of serving my beloved nation. During that time, during my career, I respected all Commander-in-Chiefs of the United States of America. I refused to condemn any of the presidents, regardless of how they mistreated my ancestors, stripped them of their name, their God, their religion, not permitted to practice their own religion, could not assemble in groups of more than 5, denied the right to vote, denied the right to own land and to move freely in the land of the free and the home of the brave. They talk about family values. Black African American had family values. But under some of the other 43 all-white male presidents, they denied us those rights. And so we hear the Tea Party talk about we want smaller government. Regardless of a small or large government, there was a time when Black African American ancestors did not have any government to stand up for them. And moreover, where was the Tea Party when my ancestors cried out for help, had to fight just to get a right to use the toilet, had to fight just to be respected and to be somewhat symbolized as a full-fledged human being, labeled 3/5 of a human being, under some of the other 43 all-white male presidents. Yet Black African Americans are not recorded in history books as calling any of them, for the most part, a Hitler, an Antichrist, and all these other dirty names that we hear the modern day patriots and reverse Christians call President Hussein Obama today. And so I want America to know. I want the people in China, Germany, Russia, and around the world to know that we as a nation is better than Fox News. We are better than what we see that come from the lips of Glenn Beck every day. We are better than that as a nation. Our country is at war. Both Democrats, Republican, Green Party, and Independents are all fighting to maintain Old Glory and to keep this country the great superpower that it is today. And we don't need Rush Limbaugh. We don't need Hannity. We don't need Glenn Beck. We don't need Black Star columnist Star Parker to continue to denigrate the 44th president of these United States of America. We respect their right to do it. We respect their rights and freedom of the press. We respect all of that. The only thing we want done is that we want people with tiny intellect to know that Barack Obama is not Hitler. He don't feel the qualifications. In other words, he's unqualified to be Hitler. He could not be the Antichrist because he's unqualified to be the Antichrist according to the book of Revelations. Our president is unqualified to be ignorant, dumb, deaf, and blind because of his credentials. He's unqualified for those things, Mr. Hannity. Our president, moreover, is unqualified to criticize you and talk about Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck and Star Parker like they criticize him. He's unqualified to get past your application of a reverse patriot, as you yourself are proving by what you do. Our president is unqualified. He is unqualified through the lens of Jesus to be a hater of other people. Barack Obama is unqualified to be against loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Jesus set the real application. And so you must ask yourself, Mr. Hannity, Mr. Glenn Beck, are you qualified? Are you qualified to want for your neighbor that which you want and have for yourself and your own family and those that are in the clique and among the slicks with you? I think that's the question. Now, I'm not here to defend the president because the president is showing the world, the entire world, that he's trying his best to stand for truth. And KVCI gonna close on this note. Listen, and listen please. Truth needs no defense, and so I'm not defending him. I'm trying to help Glenn Beck, Star Parker, Hannity, Bill O'Reilly, and others. I'm trying to help them to get past the application. Because if you're not careful, the application that you have, you may be qualified for it, but you may find out that there's horns on the application that you do not see. This is kvci.blogspot.com. George Boston Rhyme doing what we do because we truly, truly love you. And just remember, it's not the size of the ship that makes a man seasick, but it's the motion of the ocean. And Hannity and the rest of them have created too much motion in the ocean, and if they are not careful, they are going to be the victim of the turbulent waters that they have produced for others. They will be the victims of what they're doing. Get the message? Bye-bye. We go.